strong. Rebound is by Towns. Funneled away. Little jittery, perhaps, James Madison is. The foul, though, is on Doherty of North Carolina.
Okay, a few fouls here in the early going, and I'm sure both teams would like to stay out of this for a while, but it started a little bit early.
This is the 9th Atlantic Coast Conference Championship team for Dean Smith. His only head coaching job has been at Chapel Hill, where he was assistant under Frank McGuire before that.
Little double team on the out of bounds, and now back to straight 2-3 zone.
2-3 zone.
Or 1-3-1. A little bit of 1-3-1 at this point.
They have Worthy running the baseline as a 1-3-1.
Of course, they use that combination defense, too, which is confusing.
There goes Fisher from the outside. He's got it.
What do they say? Body by Fisher. He's had all sorts of accidents, and he comes to play all the time.
4-2. James Madison goes to the lead for the first time. What a for these fans who have really come down from Virginia to support their team. 4-2 team. A steal by Fisher, and here comes Jordan. Fisher drives.
Well, a big play there. They got aggressive back there in that defense, and that looked awfully good.
4-point lead by the underdog Dukes over North Carolina, #1 ranked team in the country.
A little change of defense now by the James Madison team. They're man-to-man. Double.
Near steal by Fisher. Doherty will recover in backcourt for North Carolina. 6-2 lead for the Dukes from the ECAC South. They're the champs.
Worthy's holding his head. He got hurt inside there. Got hit in the head.
Backdoor picked off. Interception by Charles Fisher. And Fisher's been the early hero here for James Madison.
Well, their defense change right there seemed to help them. They went to man-to-man.
Fisher walks. He got caught up inside, took steps on the penetration. He's wearing a brace on his left arm. He has a chipped wrist, which he received in the game against Navy. It was about the 6th of 6 major injuries that Fisher suffered this year. We'll try to go over them later.
You need about 5 minutes to do that. He certainly had a bundle of them, and he keeps coming back and ready to play.
6-2. He's been the outpatient of the year.
That's right. This looks like a 1-3-1 defense now, Jim.
Perkins with a hook inside. Rebound is almost stolen away by Perkins, who scores, and he's fouled on the play.
Well, initially a nice look by Doherty. Matt Doherty on the pass inside to Perkins, a little turnaround hook. The inside play here, they've got great second effort, and it resulted in a three-point possibility here.
That'll be the second foul on Dan Rulin if he's the one guilty.
Well, he's an important player. They've got to keep in there as much as possible.
Perkins trying for the three-point conversion. Rulin snaps off the rebound. His team is up by 2 at 6-4. Jimmy Braddock, number 24, is reported to the North Carolina lineup, replacing Jimmy Black. Nope, he's replacing Michael Jordan. Black's still in there. 2 little guards in now for Dean Smith Tar Heels. They're looking for the back door against the press. There goes Towns with a drive hitting.
A nice drive by Towns coming in from the right, and he's getting off to a much better start tonight than he did against Ohio State on Thursday night.
Bill, he has close to 1,400 points in his career. There's a push on Matt. Second foul on Doherty of North Carolina.
Well, Dan Rulin's coming out here for a breather. He has 2 fouls on him, and I'm sure they don't want to have him catch that third one in a hurry.
15 minutes to go. 15 minutes, 6 seconds in the first half. Rulin now with a second personal foul that was officially on him. 8-4. Madison leading by 4 points. Another substitution is checked in for James Madison. Number 30, Keith Bradley, a 6'7" sophomore who had an outstanding performance against Ohio State in first-round play.
Man-to-man pressure here by Carolina. Jordan looking to steal.
Yep, here's steal. Jordan checked back in on the last foul. Backdoor. Fisher did not move.
Very good overplay by the rest of the Carolina team, and great support defense there.
All right. DuPont pulled the string, but didn't get through. But nevertheless, in the first 5 minutes, Madison has jumped to the lead by 4. Just over 5 minutes gone by. James Madison, only 6 years in Division I of the NCAA with the best record in its history. 24 victories. North Carolina, who even with its great history under Dean Smith, that is still the best mark he's ever had. Season 27-2.
Well, I'll tell you, they've had a super season. And, you know, another thing that we sometimes don't think about is they played a great preseason schedule. You know, when they play the teams, the likes of Kentucky, they played Tulsa. They played Kansas, and the list just keeps going. They've played a really rough schedule.
And by preseason, I know, Bill, you're referring to pre-ACC season.
Well, that's what I mean, the pre-league season.
8-4, James Madison has the lead. North Carolina has come back with Jimmy Black and Michael Jordan, the guards. A little zone trapping press now by James Madison is about the 4th defensive strategy they've used thus far. Worthy baseline, and Jimmy Black steps for the outside shot.
Well, that's important to get that shooting going, because James Madison has made 4 of their first 6 shots this afternoon, and with that kind of shooting, why, they're getting off to the start that they wanted to get off to.
Towns is open right again. Rebound by Worthy, and he's fouled by Towns. Over the back goes Linton Towns of James Madison. Kind of stills the Duke fans for the moment, but they have plenty to cheer about so far. That's his first personal foul. North Carolina now will try to tie up the score. They're trailing by 2. They're 3-0 on this court this year, Bill. 2 on the north-south doubleheaders, and they defeated Kansas, as you mentioned earlier, here.
Right. Now, here's the 1-3-1 zone by James Madison.
Trying to penetrate inside, and then either Perkins or Worthy dish out to the open man.
Generally, the 1-3-1 is strong inside, prevents the ball from coming in. Now, they let the ball into Worthy that time, but they really clamp around him and double on him.
They have Fisher chasing the baseline here if they go back to the 1-3-1. Now they're in a straight 2-3. Lob goal, Worthy. Taking Fisher. Superb defensive play by number 12, Charles Fisher.
That was exciting, because that looked like a sure 2. Great defense there.
Campanelli's team in the lead. 8-6 in the first 7 minutes. Inside pass knocked down, and out of this, it's going to be James Madison ball. Up is DuPont hitting.
Good bucket by DuPont. A good player who takes his spots, picks his spots for his shooting, and makes that 16-foot open jumper.
Back to a 4-point lead go the Dukes from Virginia.
Notice they're trying to cut off that inside as much as possible.
Lob to Worthy inside, and he's bumped. The foul will be on Jackson.
Good reversal of the basketball by Carolina to try and open up the inside zone. Tell you, when you have to defend against Worthy and Perkins in there, that's more than a double effort.
Well, they're more than just big, Bill. As you know, they're extremely quick, talented, and each has a variety of moves. 4-point lead by the underdog Dukes. I just notified Doherty that's a spot pass in, so he cannot roam the baseline for the throw-in. Still in the zone. Lob base weak side to Jordan.
Nice screen set over there, and Jordan had the 18-foot jumper. We're talking about defense. Fisher has 3 steals already, so a key part of that James Madison defense.
Derek Steele driving. Pinned on the boards by Worthy. Super block. Here comes North Carolina to cut it to 2 if they can. Black penetrating. Perkins open. Ball is not falling for North Carolina. Broken up by Black. Still James Madison ball. The precocious Dukes are making their challenge here to North Carolina, and there was a foul on that play away from the ball called on James Worthy.
One thing about Carolina, we've only shot 3 for 8, but they've just missed, Jim. They've had some shots that have just gone around, and they are getting good shots.
Jimmy Braddock on your right. The man on the left was Buzz Peterson. Here's Braddock. He's a veteran backup guard, a junior from Chattanooga, Tennessee. And Peterson from Asheville, North Carolina. Immediate foul on Braddock. That's 5 team fouls on North Carolina. It's 10-6, a 4-point lead by James Madison. Derek Steele, number 25, is now playing at guard. Built like a football player, that's exactly what he was when he signed a grant name to James Madison, but he was soon switched to basketball. Wide open ruler.
Nice opening there. Sort of double teaming Steele out front, and James Madison got behind the defense on that one.
Well, it's early on, but if upset is brewing in this one, it would be one of the biggest in history. Worthy inside foul. Personal foul will be on David DuPont.
Excellent help side defense, though. Jim, they're getting a nice rotation. James Madison in any of those defenses that they're playing, whether it's man-to-man